here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Who? Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Come here, my little boy. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? Hey? Good boy.
To go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very, very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. If you watch the old flamenco guys playing, the old Spanish guys, they're doing all that stuff. They're going tippa-tappa, tippa-tippa-dum, ring, 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 tippa-tappa, tippa-tappa, ding, dong, dang. So it's all good. Howdy, folks. What's going on? Welcome on in. I'm here. Yes, I am. Let me grab my glasses. Who we got? Terry's here. Dana's here. Mav is here. Good to see you guys. Welcome on in. Willie Won't Go 2 followed me 70 minutes. Willie Won't Go 2. What happened to her other account? Who knows? How are we doing? Are we good? Excellent. I'm going to show you what we're up to. Let me grab my glasses. I've got the moss figured out. I've got it all done. So there's the back of that guy that we did. And the sides and the front. Okay. You can see that guy. Turned out okay. I've got to oil it now and have a little look at it. But I've got some accents around those knobs. And I've got some accents and some depth and some shadow and some highlight on the scoop. So it's sort of, you can see there's a concentration of moss growing on those edges, as they do tend to grip the edges. So what do you think, Terry? I'm waiting to get feedback because I'll still sand it off if he doesn't. I think he will like it. So I think he's happy, but I'm just waiting to get the confirmation. What do you guys think? I think it looks okay. I'm going to oil it to get a look at. I need a coat of oil on there anyway, even if I have to sand it. I'm going to oil that up, and then we're going to do that now, and then we're going to work on getting those frets leveled. Karen Day. Hey, what's happening? Texas Truth Tom in the house. What's going on? Willie Won't Go 2. Willie Won't Go. What happened to your other account? That's it there. So there's our moss growing all over that. That's been sitting in the dirt, this lump of wood. I'm going to oil that and see what that looks like with a bit of oil. I need to get, the texture's really cool. I like the texture. You can just see that texture. It really looks interesting and feels good. It feels really nice. It's very different. Okay, so that's that guy there, left-handed. Okay, that's going to look like it's quite earthy. It's quite, natural. A little bit funny with that color through there. That's what he wanted. So we'll see how that stacks up. Twitter's stupid. So what? You had to recreate your account? My God! What is happening? Let's put this little label on the back. I want to show you guys what I've done with the. There we go. So there's the back with the cover. The cover blends in nicely as well. Okay, we've got the cover blending in there as well. And she's going to work. She's going to work, Mario. I'm going to oil this now, give it a coat, and just see what it looks like. Let's get some oil on there and see if anything pops. Terry, do you think anything's going to pop? Serious question. I'm not just taking the mickey. I'm asking a serious question. Are we going to get some pop? You're still puzzled. That's okay. We'll work it out. Yeah, I haven't gone too much yellow. I might just, I don't know if I should. I probably won't. I like it, that limey green color. He wanted it. And I want to see what the oil does to it as well. It should sort of darken it a little bit more if I have to. It's not a big deal. Let's get some oil on there. I want to see what that looks like. Are we ready to do that? Bear with this camera. What's going on with the camera? Why isn't that working? Damn it! This camera's really irking me, guys and girls. Let me just fix this camera up. It's really pissing me off. There we go. And we'll move that guy down to there. And we'll get some oils on there and see what that looks like. It's flickering again. This is still the old camera, of course. I haven't replaced it yet, but I'm just waiting for the new one to arrive. And we'll sort. Get out! There! Stay! Right, I'm going to grab some oil. Oils ain't oils, as they say. Oh yeah. Hopefully this oil hasn't gone bad and it's still usable. It does eventually break down and turn into jelly. It's only linseed and spirits, so stop flickering! Damn it! Stop flickering. I'm gonna change this camera over in a minute. Oh my god, that's annoying. It's annoying me. I can only imagine what it does to you guys. Stop flickering! Guys, I might just change that camera over. The good news is the oil's fine. Let me just switch this over. I'll try another camera because this is really annoying the crap out of me and it's obviously annoying the crap out of you. It will be in a minute. Let's try it. It's not a great camera, but it might do the job. I'm just going to reset everything up. Which one is it? Workbench. And I've got to deactivate that one. And I got to change the properties of that one. And I got to pick another camera. I think it's called that one. Does that even work? Logitech. I don't even know if that's going to work. It should work. It doesn't look like it's working. One's dead as well. All right, go back to the other one. We're going to have to put up with this crap. Let's try that. Ah, man. All right, try again. Right. Let's see how we go this time. It's going to flick again because it does that all the time. Pain in the butt. Let's carry on regardless. Right, let's get some cloth. Let's get some oils on this guy and see what it looks like. I'll give that a little swizzle. Swizzle it, just a little. cloth. A little bit of cloth. I'll get a glove. Do I need a glove, Terry? Probably need a glove. Karen said my little brother plays guitar, so I hear. Good. Excellent, Diamonds. Good to see you. Welcome on in. I don't play guitar much. Not enough. But I do make them every now and then. Yes, a glove. Maybe 2 gloves, Terry. Just the one, I think. No, I'll use 2. I don't want that crap on my hands, right? We don't need that crap on our hands. Yes, we're just waiting on delivery of the new camera. Please bear with me. This is, I don't even know why it's flickering. It shouldn't be flickering. It's not too bad. I don't even know why it's flickering. But anyway, it is flickering for some reason. There's a connection problem somewhere. Let's get some oil on here and see what it looks like. Are we ready to see this thing pop? Are we going to pop this thing? Is this thing going to pop, Terry? You tell me. Let's have a look. Nice colour. Real nice colour. Do we like that? Oh yeah. Pretty. That green's popped a little bit. Nice and bright. Let that drink that all up. Let's hit the edges. Let's hit the back. Oh yeah, it sort of greens it up a little bit, and the amber will make it a little bit yellower as well. It's not too bad. We'll give you a good look at that in a minute. I'll just get this oil on. It's drinking it up, so it's a good idea to get that sealed up. It's good. It's a beautiful colour. It's a gorgeous colour. Love that colour. Give that a light coat. Just a light coat. Get those edges done. Whistle as I work. There's some depth there, Terry. I think we got the depth right. I've got 7 or 8 different greens on there. Surely that helps with the depth, does it not? Okay, let's get these edges done. So you can see a little bit of yellow there. There is a little bit of lime through there, Terry. It's not that bad. The colour's nice. Once that oil on there, it really gets that going. We'll need 2 or 3 coats of oil on this. I'm just going to give it a nice little sealer coat here and show you that colour. See how we're looking there. All right, let's get the other camera up and have a little look-see. Okay, camera coming around. There's the back. Okay, so you can see that colour. You can see the burnt. That green's popped. Okay. The edges there. Front. Looks like that. So you can start to see that dark section. It's a nice transition from that red to that black or dark chocolate to that green. And that green's really popping. Really popping, really popping. So that's looking okay. I'm going to hang that up and yeah, the transition's okay. It's not bad. It works, I think, Terry. It works. If I can just do that, the transition does work without. I can just get that light off. Let me turn this major light off here and see what that looks like. That's too dark, but if I get you under this camera light here, you'll see that transition and the detail. So it goes smoky, right? It goes from brown to smoky to green. Look how bright that looks. You can see lots of yellow in that. You didn't think you would, but yeah, it's interesting. Okay. And you've got the flute in there, you've got the concentration of green in there, just trying to make that look a little bit three-dimensional. Back. Okay, so it's coming up okay. Yeah, I hope he likes it too. If he doesn't like it, oh, well, I sand it off. No big deal. And I get a spray, and I get a brush, and I paint it green. And he can like that if he likes. I'm going to hang this up, let that dry. Just want to get a coat on there. See what it did to the color. It doesn't change the color much, which is good. So I'm happy with that. Let's just pop this guy in here like so. Let's find a hole. Actually, I might just run a wire through this guy and hang it up. Let's grab a wire. Pop that wire through there. Man. Got to get the right. I need a straight wire. This one's got a curl in it. Hang on a sec. I don't want to put this down anywhere because it's wet. One-handed. How am I going to do this one-handed, guys? Hold that like that. Grab the pliers. Up. Give me a sec, guys. I'm just going to hang this. I just want to get this wire straightened out so I can get it threaded. Might do the trick. I don't know if that's going to work. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's working. Maybe. Yep. Get in there, you good thing. Looks a lot better with the neck on it, let me tell you. That's the body there. can see that transition in the colour. Yeah, it is what it is. Snowman with a six-pack and an abdominal snowman. That's very funny, Tom. That's a Tom joke right there. For those of you that don't know Tom, that's exactly what you should expect. Now, this is a new bottle of glue. Terry, I've got a new bottle of glue, which is good. Now, I'm going to put these cutters away. I'm going to put these things away, and I'm going to get this neck up here. We're going to start working on that neck and level those frets out. Who's in for some? Who wants to fret? Don't you fret. Don't you panic. Don't you worry. Don't you fret. There's our neck. We've got the frets in. We've got to level those guys out, do the edges. Back looks good. It's all coloured. Let's get those frets done. So I'll whack this guy down. Whack it down. Flick the bench over. Grab the side doobie whacker. Our file block. First things first, I want to make sure these are all flat and level to the and parallel and flush to the side of the neck. So I'm going to run this guy along here. I'm going to raise this guy first and drop him down. See me working on that guy there. So we've got this 90-degree angle, and we've got this 37 or 57 or whatever it is. I think it's about 48 or 50. Okay, so we go with a flat. Once we get close enough, we flip over to the other side. Pretty good. Side over. Not bad. I can still feel a little edge, but that's okay because they're sharp. We're going to round those over. Give it a good look. That looks pretty straight down that edge. That's looking good. Now, I'm going to cover these up because we do have shell that I don't want to damage with filings and what have you. So I'm going to grab some tape. I'm going to tape that guy up. Where have I got that tape? Terry, what did I do with that tape? Here. below the fretboard edge. Is some of the about 1/8 of an inch, so down the bottom of the tang of those frets. Flip it over. We're going to do the old aeroplane wings. So the tabs that we can rip off. There we go. This side. Like so. And then we wrap. Like so. One. Two. Make sure that thread is exposed. You've got to level these guys and bevel these guys and do all that crap. Exactly. I always lose things when I put them away. The tape makes me happy. Orby, what's going on? Brother Jackson. Orby in the house. Big shout out for Orby, please, Terry. The tape makes me happy. Tape is good. Tape is good. Good tape. Tape is good. First things first, we're going to level these guys. Run the straight edge over the top. Give them a gentle shave because they're pretty level. There's a couple of little high spots, but we'll get a nice flat bed to work with. Orby, did you see the body? Did you get to see the body, dude? It's hanging up there. We've got some oil on it. So we've got the moss finish on it. Get that up there. Get off there. There's our lefty. We've got that green moss effect on there. We've got the black stump, or the transition from that dark to the natural, which is what he wanted. So that's the body for that lefty. It's a sharp, angry looking thing. So once we get that neck in there, and it's going to look really, really cool. The back matches, of course. We've got that green transition. He wanted it like a lump of burnt wood, a stump sitting in grass and growing moss up the sides. So we did some artwork and just learnt a little bit about playing with watercolors and getting some color on there. Look, that's what he wants. If he likes it, he keeps it. If he doesn't, I sand that off and we don't worry about it. But that's what he wanted. So I'm going to give it a go, as they say. Make the customer, or give the customer, or try to give the customer what they want. That's the interpretation. we'll see how that pans out. But in the meantime, we've got to get this neck done. So there's lots of mechanical, straightforward stuff to do. But there's the bench. That's super sweet. Oh, you like it? Cool. Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's not my cup of tea, but I do get it. I get what the guy wants, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm just going to put a couple of pieces around here, get tied up against that. Dress this guy up nicely. Get these thin bits down the back here. That was a good stream today, Orby. I really like the winding you were doing there. And those zebras look really cool. Guys, if you haven't checked out Orby, you've got to go check him out. He's doing some serious winding and some serious pickups, and they sound great and they look great. And he's very busy. So catch up with Greg at Orbiter Guitar and get a look at some of the wiring and the pickups that he's making. Good to hear that it's taken off, Greg. I'm really pleased for you, man. I'm really, really, really pleased for you. That sounds fantastic, what you're doing there. So good on you. Keep it going. That's all I can say. Keep it going, brother. Okay, cool. It's very Viking, and it's very very earthy and very primitive. He wanted a primitive axe. 25.5-inch scale. Standard E tuning, but he does throw a B in there sometimes. And he does it with his, he's got a Solar at the moment, which is a pointy, sharp, crunching metal thing. And that thing is a 25.5-inch scale with a B on it as well. He can interchange the B and the E at that bass string to get that low chug, chug, chug metal grind that he loves so much. He's a rhythm dude, so he chugs along quite happily. Yeah, it's been fun, dude. You've done a lot of work and development, and you've learnt lots, and you just have mastering it, and that's great to see. I love it. The only other, there's yourself and Mr. Glynn. Mr. Glynn, my winder from New Zealand. He's actually now doing some YouTube videos and Instagram videos on theory. So if you want to pick up, not that you don't know enough already, you know tons, but he's been in it for 30 years and he's so interesting and he's really easy to understand and he's such a down-to-earth guy, Mr. Glynn Evans. Check him out, Glynn Evans, Mr. Glynn's Pickups, and see if you can catch one of his YouTube videos where he talks about pickups and winding and wavelengths and frequencies and the way he explains phasing and in phase and out of phase. He's so cool. If you're a novice and you're learning about pickups and you want to learn, either watch Greg, who does a really good job winding them and talking about them as he does them, or Glynn Evans, Mr. Glynn's Pickups, who does a really good explanation series of videos as well. So these guys are good at what they do, and you should catch them when you can. Catch them when you can, guys and girls. Terry's all over it. Terry, are you all over it? He's great. Yeah, he's good, man. If you want to pick up stuff on winding, he's the guy to go to. He's really helpful too. He's really helpful. He's such a down-to-earth dude. Cool as a cucumber. Love his work, and he's a nice man to boot. So he's a nice dude. Loves his music too. Loves his blues, loves his rock. He's good. He's all over it. Okay, we've got some tape on there. Let's get some leveling done. I'm going to grab some paper. I don't use too much. I only use 250. I get a very, very gentle flat spot. I don't need an aggressive 250's well aggressive enough to take off what we need. And we just take our time. We don't rush it. We take our time. 240. What did I say? 250. I meant 240. Same thing. Give or take 10 grains per inch of sand. The old fret guru, I just wrap that over. I'm just going to run that over a couple of times and get a reading with our fret rocker and just check it all out and see what's high and what's not. I think we're pretty good at, in most cases, with the exception of 1 or 2 frets that are slightly high. Although they're sitting well, they might be high because of the way they were extruded. I normally mark these. I just wanted to take some of that glue off there. Let me mark those up, then we'll go hard at it. I find I just run that over once before I mark them, and just to scratch that up, the marker stays on a little bit better. Because they're highly polished and they're stainless, once you put this marker on, it tends to fade really quickly. It doesn't stick, if you know what I mean. So what I do is I rough them up, and it stays on a little bit darker. That's why I ran that over firstly before I mark it. Now we can take that off. Nice and level, nice and even. I don't need to push, I just let the weight of the bar do the work. Work my way across. A bit of glue down here. I generally hit this area a little bit more with my little flat bar here. Just take a little bit off those. Just give it a bit of a fall away, not much, just enough, because this is a bolt-on neck. We sometimes get a little bit of push up in the back there, so I just give that a little extra hit there. I can still see some blue there. Give it 1 or 2 level passes. And we'll check the levels on that. The colour's gone. Grab my fret rocker, let's give that a look. flat as a pancake so far. Good. These were the high ones here, so they've been flattened out nicely. That's good. That one's high. I generally give it a little rap with a hammer, just to make sure it hasn't sat up or sprung up. It's almost right. It just needs a little bit more there. That's good now. That's real good now. A little bit high here. That's good now. Yep, that's real good now. Yeah, that's fixed it, so they're level now. High. See how it's taken it off and left that just slightly higher. So we work that until we get it down. Get the colour off the other two as well. Always work back a few, make sure we haven't unsettled anything. Okay, that's good. That's good now. Good. 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 Excellent. Level. It's a bit high. Just a touch. Gonna hit that a little bit just there. It's good now. Good. All right, we're good there. Let's check that again. A little high there. Check that again. That's good. Good. Okay, we're good. They're level. So that guy's done. What I need to do now is get those crowned, put the 45 in and round that over. So what we need to do first is the way I do it is I 45 them. In other words, put the bevel on them, then I crown and then round the bevels. So let's do that. We'll get the 45 degree or 50 degree or so. It's roughly 50 file block. And we'll run those along there. Get that bevel on there. See those bevels right there. There's those beveled edges. Do the other side as well now. Let me catch up with the chat. Have a little break, maybe have a drink. Woo! What have we got? Guitar-shaped pinball machine. That's something else, Mav. Cheers, big ears. He's looking up your old address. Woo. That would be awesome. Bo Diddley, the square guitars. Put little flippers on it. Flipper on either side of the pickups. Terry gifted Willie won't go 2 with a sub. Thank you very much. Whew. Okay. The other side. The other side. Let's go back to the other side. So we've got this side to do now. Get these bevels on there. There we go. Pretty good. We've got the 40, or we've got the angled bevel on there now. Just brush some of this stuff out. The good thing about wrapping the tape around here is it protects that neck as well from any filings. Brush them off as we go. All right, we've got to dress these guys now and round these things. So let's grab our fret file, our little dressing file, this guy here, with my J on there. That's my jumbo size one. I've also got a knife shaped one, and that's more for flat tops like acoustic guitars. That knife gives you that ability to rock that and lift that point up so that you're not hitting the body of the guitar with it, especially up near the high frets when it's on a flat, low fretboard on a flat, big flat top like an acoustic. So I don't use the knife on these guys, but it's easier to use this one on this because it's actually disconnected from the body. So let's get this done. Mark these guys up again. And I want a nice little line left over. Right in the middle, a thin hairline in the middle which indicates a tiny high ridge spot. And that is our point of our crown, if you like. So we're getting from the flat, we flatten it out and we're just giving it a little bit of a lift now. Getting the sides rounded over and that top pointed up and single contact point for the string. Okay, off we go. Off we go. Terry, are you ready? Woo! Re-VIP the new Willie. Re-vip it. I will re-vip it. Grey dog in the house. What is going on? The dog is in the house. Awesome. Done. Done. Very fine, tiny little skinny lines. Almost invisible. Very much a hairline. Ready. You're born ready. Are we going to do the grits today, Terry? Is that what we're doing? Are we gritting this thing? We're polishing these guys up? Whew. Big Bumstead, Marky Mark. What's happening, brother? Good to see you. Welcome on in. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Good. These are nice and flat. Very sharp on the edges, though. We've got to round those over in a minute with a file. Good. Working our way along. Chugging along, as they say. Good. Good. We're almost there. We're down to about 10 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Just hit the edge of that bevel there, and it just rounds that edge over. And then we find the tips with the file and round that, get a little dot, little round oval dot. Getting there, guys, getting there. We're going to check the levels again once we do this. Good. Nice. Nice. Good. Keep going. Cool. All right, we're nearly there. 5 to go. There we go. We'll check the heights of these again. And then we'll dress the edges and polish them. Okay, we're done. Let's quickly check those levels again. Make sure we're nice and level. Yep, feels good. It's a little bit high just on the edge here. Good. Feels good. Feels good. Feels good. This one's a little bit of a blue line there. I must go a little bit harder on that one. It's good. Okay, we're good there. Let's get these edges dressed with the file. Needle files, and then we'll polish that up with the grits. Terry's got her numbers ready. She was born ready. Numbers in her head, numbers in her ears, numbers in her back pocket, numbers in her mouth, numbers in her eyeballs. She's got numbers everywhere. Ready to go, go, go. We just turn these corners around. Just going to hang some of this stuff up. Just turn these guys around. do is around, get that edge in there, down and around, and you can not feel that little edge anymore. Just taking any burrs off the end of those, and make sure the top is rounded over. So when we polish those up, they shine like little diamonds, little diamond guys. I've left the tape on there, so if the edge does bite in, it doesn't score the fretboard too much. Cool, good. We'll get the thicker grits onto here now, Terry, and we'll take the tape off and hit it with the micro so we do the fretboard at the same time. And when I say Terry, I'm actually addressing everybody, but Terry is jumping at the bit to get the numbers out. She's a numbers gal. That's why. I saw this comment on YouTube a couple of streams ago. Who said I was the... Sorry, Mr. Payne, the guitar. It does look nice. Very... No, he's not watching the build. He doesn't do Twitch, apparently. He's seen the VODs on YouTube when I upload them. He's a YouTube person. When I showed him the stain that I did, he said that looks fantastic already. I mean, before the color. So I'm sure he's going to like it because I think he's just loves the whole idea of it. That's all. Whether it's exactly what he wants, I don't know if he knows exactly what he wants. You know what I mean? I have to sort of inspire him to like it, if you like, but follow his description of what he thinks he wants. So it's very difficult for me to nail it, but I think I'm going to go close. I mean, so far he's happy, so I can't say that I'm off track or anything like that. I think we're on the right track. Not everyone's cup of tea, of course, but as long as he's happy, that's all that matters. He's the one buying it, so. These are nice and smooth. I can't feel any edges there. Terry, what's the first grit we use before we take the tape off on the frets? Can you remember? $1,500. No, Terry. You've forgotten, haven't you? Before we get to the micro mesh, we use a couple of bigger grits to get some of the scratches off the frets. Yeah, correct. 400. That's the one. Yeah, we've got to use the lesser grits before we get to the micro. I say lesser grits, but I mean greater grits, because is it greater if it's coarser or is it greater if it's finer? That's a question for Tom. Tom, what does your philosophy say about that? Okay, they're done. Let's get ourselves some paper. So 400, Terry. And then 600. Have I got 600? Yes, I do. 400. 600 is here somewhere, because I used it recently. Here's my 400. Here's my 600. And my 1200. So it's 4, 6, and 12, Terry. I'm just going to lightly run that over and just take off any marks, heavy marks that might be on there. Round those ends over a little bit. Well, we get the 6 on here now. Okay, there's our 4 done. Let's get the 6 on here. Non-micro mesh is lesser. Yes, okay. So numbers. So if 400 is less than 1200, therefore 400 is a lesser grit. Is that what we're saying? Willie? How much do I love sanding frets, Terry? Tell me. How much? Tell the audience. Tell everyone in the chat. How much does Manny love sanding frets? Go on. Let him know. You don't like sanding frets, not even a little bit. Thank you, Terry. That pretty much sums it up. This is 1200 here. Okay, now, Terry, where are we up to? What do we do now? Do we take the tape off now? Take the tape off. We get the micro mesh on the board and we get the micro mesh on the frets. Is that right? Yes. The lesser grits. Yeah, sometimes I go to 1200 Texas. These are big frets, so I just decided to hit it with an extra dose. I mean, I can start with a 1500 after the 6. It's not much different. This has taken some of the dye off, so I'm going to have to sand that lightly and restain it. That's okay. It needed another coat anyway. What am I whistling? I don't even know what tune this is. I'm just seeing tunes. It's the sanding tune. We just make it up as we go along. Bugger off. Carefully. Gently. Torn from the filing. So I would just pick them off one at a time. Clean that gum up. There we go. Getting there, getting there. Leslie in the house. What is going on? It's from a television show. I can't place it though. We had that problem last time, Terry. We can't place anything. That's just the song, isn't it? Fly Me to the Moon. Terry knows the tune. Good stuff. I turned it off because I can put it back on. It's just people couldn't hear me apparently, so I turned it off. I can have it back on. I'll do it next stream. I'll turn it back on. And the other thing, Tom, too, is I turned it off because it was using processor power, and I wanted to see where the lag was coming from. I can turn it back on though. It's not a big deal. That's why I whistle now. I am the music. I am the music. Come on, man. Okay, we've got them off. Where are we up to, Terry? 1500? Get the grits out, Manny. Get the grits out. We've got to get the grits out, guys and girls. Let's get the grits out. Okay, let me get some tape off this guy. Okay. They feel really good. I've done a reasonable job there. Reasonable. That's pretty good too. Okay, let's get the grits out. What are we on first, Terry? 1500. Brown. Rust. Where is it? And here it is. Rust. Let's go. Scuffing that up, getting that fretboard nice and shiny to get that gunk off there, get some glue off there. What other residue we have? I've got a couple little gaps to fill there. Okay, we'll fill those up with a little bit of super glue, a little bit of powder. Okay, next. What have we got next? 1800 green. Where is it? Where is the green? Und where is the green? Green, 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 green. There's the green. Okay, next. 2400 charcoal. Where is that butt? There. Get in there. Gotcha. Okay, next. Are we at Van Walen's favourite colour? 3200. Baby Poo Tan, that's the one. Good old Van rhymes with Baby Poo Tan. What rhymes with Baby Poo Tan? Van. Goes hand in hand. Van and Poo Tan go hand in hand. Okay. The stinky one, that's the one. Not Van Walen, just the Poo Tan. Just the tanny one, the Baby Poo Tan. Okay. Notice I go across the grain and across the frets as well. Because sometimes we need to, that fret's sitting up a little bit. Oh no, that's okay. Looked like it was up, it's not. Flat as a tack. Good. In between grids, I sort of go circle and then straight, circle and then straight. So I go across the grain. Scratch one way, scratch the other, scratch one way, scratch the other. All you're doing is putting finer grades of scratching into the surface, and that's how you get the polished look. It's actually scratched. So I've got to cross the grain this one. All right, Terry, what's next? Whew. Poor Van Walen. Thank you, Tom. That's exactly what we needed to know. 3600, red wine, goes to Terry's head. Am I right, Terry? Red wine goes to Terry's head. That's what. Yes, it does go to my head. I think it goes to all of our heads eventually. All right, next. What do we got? What's after that one? Are we up to Lisa yet? 4,000 teal. Lisa, 4,000 teal. That's your colour. Do we stop at 4,000? Terry, do we stop at 4,000? Fine with me. Huh. You may have an issue with Terry there. Those ends look really good. Okay, next colour, Terry, what do we got? 6,000 purple, that's Dana. Dana in the house. The purple girl, there it is. We're getting shiny now. We're starting to get some real glossorama going on there. Yes, you good thing, go. Yeah. Polish, 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 polish. All right, what's next? Two more colours. Blue. 8,000 blue. Whew, my favourite colour. It is. It is indeed. Now we're getting some real polish. Smokes. That might even be an Elvis song. Lisa would know. Okay, lucky last. Where are we at? 12K. That's the one. Here it is. Right, get it polished. Oh, man. Woo. Going as hard as I can. My hand's dropping off. Come on, man. Nearly there. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, 12K, quick. 12K, 12K. Polish, 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 polish. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. 12K. Shiny, shiny. 12K. All right. Do, 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 do. We be shiny. We be shiny. We shiny. Shiny. Whew. It wasn't worth it at all, to tell you the truth. I'm knackered. Okay, let's have a look at this body. Almost dry. Almost dry. I'm going to put that neck in there. See what that looks like. I'm going to touch up a couple of spots on this. That colours. So there's that body with a bit of oil on there. Let me get this guy out. I'm going to pop this neck in there. Starting to get there. Whew. Okay, starting to get there. You can see those scoops are looking good there. You can see the contours. The carve is popping now with that first coat of oil. We're going to let that dry properly. Okay, there she is. Ready for action. It's a good weight too. Not too heavy, not too light. Just good. I wish I was left-handed. Feels good. No sharp edges. Nice. there we have it. Okay, so we've got the transition going. There's the back of it. She looks great. We have a guitar, just about, Terry, just about. We're almost there. Almost have a guitar. But that's me for today. I'm done, ladies and germs. I am done. I'm going to just pop this out. Oh, man. It's a tight fit, which is good. Pop that wire back in. Hang this guy up to dry properly. We'll give it a light buffing sand, and then we'll give it another coat or two in the next day or so. Get ready to do some. I can start thinking about pickups and what have you. So let's pop this guy up. And there's our neck. Looking good. What I might do now is just hit this with one more coat of oil just to give that a light sand. Just going to hit that with the 1800. Give it a very light burnish just to get the gunk off there, and just touch that up with a bit of sand, with a bit of oil. Sorry, a bit of colour. I'm going to hit it with one more coat of colour, and then the oil can go on there. So one more coat of colour on that guy. Let's grab the colour. Let's get our bench cam on. Put some more colour on there. Last one. This is our second. This will be our third. I've just cramped up in my thumb. It's not a good feeling. Yow, yow, yow. Okay. Grab our stain. Here it is here. Mahogany. Mahogany. It's always a good. Ooh. They used, cheeky little buggers. They used to have a foil, not plastic, but a foil thing over that. Let's get some gloves on, Terry, before we make a mess. I'm out of gloves. New box of gloves. Ow, that cramping is really hurting. Overuse, RSI, they call it, repetitive stress injury. Not RSI, it's just a cramp. I need to go have some lunch soon. We'll get another colour on this and see how we go. Glove it up. Wrap that puppy. Double wrap that puppy, as they say. Is that what they say, Terry? Okay. I need a rag. I need a cloth. Here we go. Cut this guy up. Yeah, thumb hurts. Damn it. Okay. Some colour. Ooh, ooh. Just evening that out. Is that a pretty colour, Terry? Do you like that colour, Terry? You would look at the tiger stripes in it. How good is that? Just hitting those edges of that headstock. You love the colour. Very rich, isn't it, Terry? It's like a cherry red, almost. Flip that guy over. Just do the front of that guy. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful red. I'll let that rest. I might just hang that up as well. If I've got another hook, I do. Let me hang that guy up lightly. So there it is there. I'll give you a quick look before we hang her uppy. There it is. The colour is on there. We're done now. You can see the beautiful grain in that. With the oil, it'll really pop. I'm just going to hang that up, let that cure, let that dry. And then we're good to go with some oil and some hardware. I've got to order some black hardware for this. Body, neck, together, almost there, getting there. Leslie likes that a lot. It is pretty, it's very pretty, that mahogany red. It's one of my favourite stains. It's a really rich red, like a cherry red almost. Throw that away. Hands are clean, I escaped damage. Look, see who's on here. We have got I'm not going to rate anyone. I'm just going to go to lunch. Guys and girls, I'm out of here. I'm not rating anyone. Rage is not on. Terry are not on. So therefore, I'm not rating anyone. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you in a couple of days. I'm taking a break from streaming tomorrow. I'll probably be back on Wednesday. Until then, guys, take it easy. Be good to yourselves. Enjoy your week. Have a great week. I'll see you in a couple. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves too. Enjoy your evening. Bye for now.